significant impact in future of AI. He is currently working as a professor in RVR Engineering College as head of the department CSD. He is having 30 years of experience and he is approved supervisor for the PhD program for the Acharya Nagarjuna University, a state government university of Andhra Pradesh, and also Visvesvaraya Technological University, VTU, Karnataka. Under his supervision, two PhD scholars got awarded, and two more scholars recently submitted their theses. He has published 24 journal articles, 5 conference papers, and 1 book chapter, and 5 patents published. With this brief introduction, I welcome you, sir, to share your knowledge with us.
Thank you, madam. Sir, Srinagesh, sir, you can start the session now.
Good afternoon and good evening to all. So is my screen visible? So
Yes,
is my
sir.
screen?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, let me thank the SRKR Engineering College and ATAL for giving me this opportunity to present the generative AI future of AI technologies. Thank you. Let us go ahead with our topic. So in this session, I am going to deliver about some of the key aspects of all the future developments of AI. So already we are hearing the buzzword AI. So AI has revolutionized the entire industry, not only industry, the software, the applications, the hardware, including the development of processors, AI processors, whatnot. So all these things have been a contributing technological contribution to the development of the AI. So in future also we are going to see lot of AI applications in terms of so many applications. So in this connection, what I propose is this topic is a very apt topic. Okay, the future of AI. What is going to happen in the AI domain? So my topic is exploring agentic AI. So AGI, ASI, enterprise AI, and industry transformation. So everything, if you see all the terms are related with the automation or the robotics or different fields. So they are completely revolutionizing the entire the future of the software, and they are going to dictate the important implementations in all fields and in all domains. So with this introduction, we will go to the presentation. So AI has moved from assisting human beings to becoming a driving force in innovation. So today, innovation is the coin or the buzzword. In innovation, we are going to see a lot of tools. For example, MS Office tools, then also PowerPoint tools, then image processing tools to create art. So basically, what is the difference between traditional AI and generative AI? So in traditional AI, the AI is going to automate certain things which we are going to perform the daily tasks or the repetitive tasks or the routine tasks, and it rises above the machine learning. So machine learning mainly builds a model. So that model is fitted to the input data. So either the model works in combination with the input data or the output data. So any two sides of the machine learning is fixed, and we are going to get the third variable. But AI is totally different, and the AI is divided into basically traditional AI and generative AI. So in generative AI, all the new content is created. So whatever content is available or the pre-trained networks are there. So with the knowledge gained by the knowledge networks, that knowledge network is going to contribute or give information or add information to our query. Okay, so that will be the output. So once that output we want, whatever manner we want, for example, either a code or a leave letter or any other calculation or any other computation problem solving, anything. So all these things we can get with the help of generative AI. So generative AI generates its own content from the available knowledge repository or the knowledge network. So in order to that, the next decade will be the AI's golden age. So why it is called a golden age means, so AI has passed over several phases in the several phases of its life cycle, and already it is in the rising state. And in future, we are going to have a saturated applications of total uh, all applications created with capabilities of the AI. So basically, the AI we can have that predictive AI, explainable AI, ethics AI, safety AI. So all are AIs. So everything has started with the conversational chatbot. So chatbot is the initial chatbot where the traditional AI has started to automate some few few types of messages or the help desk or some help applications or some content delivery, and that content delivery is fully automated with the help of deep learning. So deep learning is what is going to see where with the help of this deep learning and other advanced techniques, all these have been revolutionized into new set of applications. So that is going to the future of AI. So new set of applications which we have not seen earlier. So all these earlier applications which we have not seen and not we have not worked, we are going to work in our daily life or in our daily routine or in our dailiness. So the timeline. So if you observe the timeline and the milestones of AI from 1956 to present, okay. So the different timelines here are presented only for your understanding so that you can see the rapid pace over the last 5 years. There is a tremendous growth of this AI applications. So in future also this will continue, and these applications are going to uh, go and involve or evolve in all domains, not only in single subject but all subjects across, like civil engineering, automobile engineering, and electrical engineering, mechanical engineering. All types of other branches are going to be affected by this artificial intelligence uh, applications. Okay. So first, initially in 1940s, it took almost 80 years. So if you observe from 1940 to 1940s, it started, and it took almost up to 2020. For 80 years, the AI has developed like anything, but this is a slow pace. So whatever we can see, first Turing machines, analog robots, then Turing test, neural networks started in 1951, and expert systems, the origin of independent expert systems, which can provide some automated solutions, okay, for a given task. For example, mycin. So mycin is a diagnostic software which gives the solution for the disease, okay. So that disease can be diagnosed with the help of the symptoms given by the user. So the user only has to give input of his symptoms to the system. Once the system is ready, the system will identify all the symptoms, add and process, and finally it will give its decision. Okay. So the decision will allow to take into the disease identification process or disease detection process, and finally it contributes to the automation. Okay. So this is an important step. So expert systems is one step of automation of the software. So where the entire software application takes control and gives its own decision. Okay. So after that, the deep blue. So with the advent of development of more computing concepts, more computational hardware and development. So this development um, has contributed to the set of applications, mostly gaming applications. So deep blue, Watson, Jeopardy, Quiz Show, AlphaGo. So this is the first step of implementation of a more advanced neural networks. So for fundamentally, So the neural networks is the base where all these neural networks will be computed, and a lot of computation goes hidden in hidden layers. And finally, the input is taken and output is given. So all these things, so all these are different set of milestones, and these milestones can never be underlined because they have contributed to new areas of new technologies and new applications. So in 2022, K9, MK2, Project Debater. So these are all the AI applications. So which has initially contributed to the present status of the AI. So now here we are seeing that past of the AI. So the past of AI development took almost 80 years. In present, we are going to have a lot of applications in other interdisciplinary domains. So mostly interdisciplinary domains means the systems are able to solve problems in all domains. Across cross-domain problem is able to be solved by LLMs. Okay, large language models. So large language models initially started in the year 2017 with a paper, transformer model. From that transformer model, the rapid pace of LLMs has been so extensive that we are having that predictive AI, discriminative AI, then explainable AI, ethical AI. So if you take discriminative AI, so discriminative AI, so mainly so is my slide running? Is my slide moving? Hello?
Yes, sir. It's a timeline of AI.
Okay. So these large language models, if you take that large language models are the starting point of human intelligence. So that human intelligence, uh, if you take that human intelligence has surpassed the machines, surpassed the machines in terms of intelligence, in terms of the computation. Now AlexNet. So AlexNet is so AlexNet is one type of application of deep learning and neural networks where pre-trained networks are used to a large extent, where the parameters or the attributes or the features are trained. This training takes a lot of input and they become the knowledge base or the repository to give any test image or the test data, and they can solve it. So AlphaGo is another application. Transformer architecture. So transformer architecture is a different type of implementation which goes beyond the implementation with self-attention mechanism. So here the automation or the decision taking or any other processing is very much limited. But in case of transformer architecture, the processing or the internal activity like self-attention mechanism and other things will contribute to more automation, and automatically it will form sequence. For example, a lot of models have been developed like LSTM, okay, long short-term memory, then BET, Roberta, all these text-based models have come. Then image processing models have come. Vision transformer, VIT. So vision transformer it completely purely works for images. Then text. For text data, we are having BET, Roberta, LSTM, BiLSTM, so many models. So all these are improvements. And apart from this one line of improvement of these applications, we are having Chart GPT. So ChatGPT came way back in 2022, and it has revolutionized the applications or the data source where different applications we can do. Simply, for example, take prompt engineering. For example, in prompt engineering, we will give an input query. So the query will have some structure, some context, or some output. So all these are prescribed or predefined. When the context, depending on our context, the output will be generated. So when the input is given in a proper structured format and in English language. So in ChatGPT only English is given as the coding language. Apart from that, coding has no role. We can get any type of data or any type of output based on the query framed by the user or the person who wants to get the data or information from the tool or this knowledge base. So ChatGPT 4, that is an improved version. So where the capabilities have been extensively developed and artificial AGI, artificial general intelligence. So in future, we are going to see more and more of cognitive intelligence. So where it is able to give the similar type of decision, similar type of processing, analysis, synthesis, and abstract object processing is also there. Abstract things it can understand. So from Chart GPT 4 2023, in less than 5 years, around 2029 or 2030, we are going to see cognitive intelligence, ubiquitous computing, then pervasive computing, then fog computing, edge computing, all are automated where without the human being interaction, with minimum human being interaction, the applications are going to take the input and give the customized output for each and every person. So here the output is not similar in all cases. The output is different. So according to the needs or the requirements of the user. So that is what artificial general intelligence is going to come. Maybe in less than 10 years, around 2024 to 2034, we are going to see artificial superintelligence. What are all the things that human being is not able to do? That type of tasks or activities, definitely we are going to see to be performed by the systems. Okay, systems are to able to compute, perform, or give the output beyond the capabilities of human being. Okay, driverless cars, then drones, robotics, so many types of subjects are going to contribute to the domain domain of artificial superintelligence. So we are in the era or in the decade of 2023 to 2034. So we are going to see lot of applications, artificial general intelligence applications and artificial super intelligence applications. So maybe for your information and for your knowledge, I want to give one small example. So whenever we are going to airports, so we have to go through lot of check-in process and immigration systems and other things. But in future, everything is going to be automated. Okay, how it is going to automate? Just I will give one small example. So whenever a person passes that check-in counter, all his data is automatically captured by the system, like his name, age, designation, then his unique identity card, social security number. All these things are automatically taken from his uh, database. And once the data is validated and everything is checked or scanned, his luggage is scanned, is the personal scan, his iris scan, biometric scan, everything is properly validated. The output display screen will display only his image or his validation, his data. But for remaining all other users, other advertisements and other things will be displayed on the output. The person who is going for a security check, that person can see only his data except other things. But other persons will see all other things like advertisement and other programs and other things except this person's security information. So it is quite opposite. So that type of systems we are going to come in the near future. So that is called artificial general intelligence, where there is no need of physical or manual intervention, but at the same time everything is automated. Data is also secure. That person's data only will be visible to the correct user or a validated user. Okay, I hope you understand this example. So security is also highly improved in the application. His own data only will be displayed, not others' data. That is how for others, the screen will appear as blank or without data or plain screen. Plain output screen will be displayed for all other users. But for this particular user who is going for security check or security checking process, his own data will be displayed and he can see and read the data. And the process of validation also completely he can follow and the stage and the status, and basing upon that he can act and proceed to boarding of the plane. So these type of systems are going to come from the next year. Already they are developed in the research labs, but still they are not being commercialized. So once they are commercialized, it means we can say that type of applications in every airport where physical checking will be completely zero with the advent of artificial intelligence systems and super intelligence systems. So the scanning will be performed, security, everything. So that is these are the applications of GI and ASI. They are going to come in future. Okay. So if you see the shape of the curve is exponential. So previously it is having a linear growth of AI applications, but from 2022, we see an exponential growth of applications in all domains the next 10 years. So next 10 years, we are going to see generative AI applications only in all types of domains. So I hope uh, it is clear. So next 10 years, it is going to be an AI technology only. So whenever the exponential growth of systems is there, so all types of applications will generally will be implemented, but particularly specifically I'm mentioning agentic AI. So agent systems are going to be capable of having more type of implementations, and they are going to affect our human daily life. Okay, so agent software, agent systems, these systems, for example, self-driving cars, AI financial advisors. For example, whenever if you want to take a loan, the loan processing also will have the automated version where it will take its own decision whether the person is eligible for the loan or loan can be given or not, whether he has repaid all his earlier loans or previous loans. Now, human beings are going to involve in the decision making process, either in the middle stage or the end stage. But in future, no human being will be there, and all decisions are taken by the systems. All decisions are taken by systems only. Okay. So that type of decision making activities is called responsible AI. So agentic AI will include responsible AI. So responsible AI means where a system decision cannot be questioned and a trust is built. A trust is built between the system and the user. Trust means whatever decision that is given by the system, that will be final. It cannot be claimed in court or it cannot be claimed in any other government institution, or that decision will become final for that person. Okay, so that is called responsible AI. So if you see these AI applications, we are having agentic AI, then discriminative AI. So where we will discriminate between the input and the output, or the training or the testing. For example, detection of face for security or for validation or for other purpose. It is called discriminative AI. So discriminative AI will discriminate whether it is real or fake, real or fake, or face identification, face detection. Okay. So now only we are discussing three types of AI: agentic AI, discriminative AI, and responsible AI. So when the decision making process is at the highest level, the system takes its own decision, and the decision is final. In self-driving cars, while moving or taking a turn or giving loans or other things, faster decision making. So this faster decision making is implemented by responsible AI. So responsible AI will become a part of agentic AI. So both these two, responsible AI and agentic AI, will become a part of discriminative AI. Previously, I told airport example. So in airport example, all these three agents, work together to execute the security check-in process of a passenger or a air air boarding passenger or any other person at the airport. So these three types are going to merge, and we are going to see a seamless combination of AI systems which are automatically or independently running across the technologies or the systems. So I hope I made it clear what is the difference between agentic AI, discriminative AI, and responsible AI. Okay, so all these three are different. And predictive AI. So predictive AI is able to predict some sales forecasting or sales cost or any other demand or supply. All these things are going to be predicted by the predictive AI. So now, if you can observe this, the scope of the AI is going to increase. So agentic AI, predictive AI, discriminative AI, responsible AI, ethical AI. So some of the ethics or the ethical rules or policies or the systems are also to be followed. That is called ethical AI. Then we are going to have safety AI. Safety AI, where the safety mechanisms will be properly monitored, and all these rules, policies will be implemented at the system level. So safety AI is also a new dimension of applications that we are going to see in future. So when you see from the technological point of view, as I told, agent technologies are going to influence or going to make a rapid, tremendous progress with the integration of so many technologies. For example, human input. So human input is one of the input to the system. Then data processing. Data processing also will be based on AI data processing. Then sensing. So in IoT applications. So whenever you take that IoT applications where the sensors, so where the sensors and the actuators and other automated monitoring devices will generate lot of data, and that data will be used by the softwares or the cloud to take a decision. So sensing is mainly dealing with IoT domain. Not only that, cloud computing. So cloud computing, data clouds, actuation. So they will generate some response in the external environment. That external environment response also will be properly executed for the benefit of the society. So all these things, data processing, sensors, data cloud, if you see, observe, for different set of applications are acting similar to the human brain. So whatever type of simulations or the brain acts, we are going to see similar type of actions which are taken by the systems. Okay, depending on the context, depending on the context. So whenever that context is also added, we'll have contextual AI. Contextual AI applications coming into the emerging set of AI domain. So finally, if you observe that contextual AI is the main set of applications which we are going to discuss. So AGI, so as I previously told, AGI and contextual AI both combinedly are going to have a several set of new applications, new set of implementations, new set of problem solving mechanisms similar to the human behavior. Human behavior, and they will act according to the human intelligence, cognitive intelligence, and cognitive computing. Cognitive computing. Okay. So AGI could redefine intelligence itself. AGI could redefine the intelligence itself. So intelligence here means just like human behavior simulators, human type of problem solving, reasoning, all these things exactly are going to be implemented in the AA field. AA field. So these are all the challenges. So it is not easy to implement and go up to that middle level or the advanced level. It takes a lot of time and a lot of other technologies, lot of models, a lot of design architectures, and a lot of other implementations. So finally, it is going to match with that general intelligence is going to match with the AI systems. So observe closely this human versus machine. So whatever things the human beings are able to do, the same set of things can be done by the robot with the simulated neural networks. These are all neural networks, and these neural networks will be functioning at the speed of the human being brain, and within a split second, we are going to see the decision or the task or the output or the outcome coming from that system, coming from that application. So as you already know and you are familiar, for the last few days, we are discussing so many applications. So I don't want to delve with applications, but only one application I will tell, hybrid application, where we are going to have text combination with the image data. So whenever a text is combined with image, the complexity of the AI design and the process and the architecture will be different. So with the combination of all these key domains, these key domains either work for single data. For example, if you take single data, either text data, image data, or audio data, or video data, or animation. So each singular data, if you take, the systems will work perfectly. But the problem comes whenever if you combine another type of data with the new data. For example, text is combined with image. So image and audio, video and text, then video, text, and audio. For example, lip synchronization. So if you see in the dubbing movies, whenever the dialogue is spoken, automatically the lips of that actor has to be synchronized. Normally in dubbing movies, the lips will not synchronize according to the background dialogue. But with the help of these AI tools, we can have a hybrid type of multi-model mechanisms. Now, the era of single model artificial intelligence applications is completely implemented. Now we are going to see in future a hybrid multi-model data combined type of applications in all other fields. That set of applications are going to come. Multi-model applications. Okay.
Excuse
So
me,
this
sir, your slide is not moving. Your slide is not changing.
now is it moving?
No, it is in the timeline of AI. It's not changing.
Okay, madam. Now is it
Now it
okay?
is types of AI. Types of AI. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So previously, as I told, key domains. Now is it okay, madam?
It is in
Hello?
types of AI. It is in types
Okay,
of AI. That is it.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. That is what I am going to tell. Now the
Okay.
era of
Okay.
single data type is over. Single data type, I mean, as I told, working with singular data type, like text, image, audio, video, these type of singular data type input, where the input is only a singular data. But now in the present and future, we are going to see multi-modal types of data. So what is meant by multi-modal? So multi-modal means the same data types at the lower level. I am only concentrating on the lower level. At the lower level, the input data types are going to be a combination or a hybrid data type. So what I mean of that, the data type is here text plus audio plus video. Okay. So animation plus audio plus text. So like this, a combination of basic low level data types are going to give a complexity to the large language models. So it is not as easy as we think, just a simply addition operation or subtraction operation or product operation. Here the data formats are more different, the numerics are different, the processing is different, and each different type of processings we have to do, and lower level will have a combined data and this historical data or the data which we are going to generate by the system, synthetic data. So this synthetic data will be taken as input and they are going to generate the output. So that is called the types of AI. So self-aware AI, theory of mind, then reactive machines. The systems are going to react and they are going to have emotions also. Okay. So emotional AI is another area where human type of emotion it is able to generate by itself with a combination of these data types. So already papers are coming, research papers. If anybody are interested to do research with the combined data types, they can read these papers and do research in self-aware AI, contextual AI, emotional AI, reactive AI, all these things. So types of AI-based functionalities are going to change after 2025. So almost from 20 to 25, the curve, as we have seen, the curve is exponential and it will remain exponential only. Okay. So that is what types of AI means. So multimodal applications are going to dictate the technology and the applications. Is my slide visible? AI basis on capabilities. Anybody
No, sir,
respond?
it's not changed.
Not changed. Types of AI there.
Some type of
Now is it changed?
No, sir.
Is it changed? AI basis on capabilities?
Sir, AI based on functionalities.
Okay. So previously, continuation from the previous slide. So we have discussed about reactive AI, emotional AI, then self-aware AI. Okay. So all these applications are going to give rise to 4 types of AIs as we discussed previously, from narrow AI, so which it exists today. So today we are in the age of narrow array. Narrow AI or weak AI or strong AI. So weak AI means repetitive task, strong AI means it is able to have advanced capabilities better than this weak AI. Chart GPT, for example, Chart GPT comes under strong AI. Weak AI application means playing of games like 8 Queens problem, tic-tac-toe, then 3 Missionaries problem. They are called weak AI. So strong AI means big complex applications with more capabilities, and it can beat the human being. So that is called strong AI. Only exists in the concepts of theory. So, but all this theory has become a reality today. So that is what I want to stress. It took almost 80 years from narrow AI to strong AI, but in future we are going to see more of self-aware, evolve to have human-like intelligence and self-awareness. According to the environment, according to the environment, the systems are going to work in combination with the acts of the human being. So human going is going to interact more with the machines, more with the machines, and the interaction will be at the minimum interaction, and everything will be automated, and the tasks will be performed, and human being will have a better living standard. So all the tasks will be done by the robot. Okay. So robot also will become self-aware robot. So generative AI, chart, GPT models, self-driving cars, virtual assistant. So with the limited memory, okay, where the knowledge base, for example, if you take chart GPT, it is trained on 175 trillion parameters. So these parameters are more. Whenever the more capabilities or big data parameters are trained, the pre-trained networks are going to solve and give a solution to the input based on the knowledge it gained from that networks. So similarly, self-driving cars, virtual assistant. So all these are limited AI or limited memory AI applications. But self-aware applications comes under cognitive intelligence. Limited memory applications, which we are going to use now. Most of the people for the last 2 days have attempted some of the examples in prompt engineering, where we will give different types of prompts, and everything is at the command. And once we give the command or instruction to the machine takes our input command, then it collects all the data or all the information and gives us the solution as specific to the requirements of the user. So it is a specific solution. It's not a general solution. So that is what that limited memory AI applications are going to work. Then reactive AI, spam filters, chatbots, recommendation engines from Spotify or Netflix, where they are going to store the behavior of the individual or the preferences, mainly personalization and preferences. All these are stored as a historical data, and based on the historical or legacy data, the system is going to work. So reactive AI or predictive AI. So it switches between these two ends. When it is having more emotion set of basic emotions, it becomes reactive AI. Otherwise, predictive AI. Based on the recommendations, it will give some prediction based on the historical data or the legacy data. So here the volume of data we have to train the machine is very high. Here also very high. But here the training will be limited only to the entities or only to the limited set of solutions. That is called self-aware AI. So is my chart, is my slide visible? Future skills. Future skills required and the top 10 industries which are going to use the AI as one of the important ingredient in its software or hardware or in its environment or in its application. So the top 10 industries are first primarily healthcare. So this healthcare, we are going to see personalized medicine, where a doctor gives a personalized medicine to the patient. Okay, that medicine is applicable or given to only a specific patient. It is not applicable to other patient. So as and when the diagnosis or the symptoms of diseases change, the prescribed medicine or personalized medicine will totally influence and will be given by the doctors. So healthcare is going to have a lot of impact or a change with the implementation of AI in its applications. But finally, even though the machine gives the medicine, it is up to the expert to validate the medicine. But one of the problems of healthcare is the machine will give the medicine, but it will only help the doctor to make a decision or validate it, whether it has given the correct medicine or the combined diagnosis is proper, the output is proper. So it reduces the work of the doctor. So previously he used to have a lot of knowledge, lot of expert, lot of skills in diagnosing that type of cases, and everything he should possess by experience. But here experience is given zero. The machine takes over all that process, tedious process of analyzing, synthesizing, diagnosing, and finally it gives its own solution to the doctor or presents a solution to the doctor, and the doctor takes the help of this machine. His work or task has become easy. So previously when he used to spend lot of thinking, lot of analysis, now he can immediately identify whether it is right or wrong and take a proper decision. And the advantage for the patient is the patient can get cured with more personalized medicine. So that is the advantage of the AA. Similarly in education. So in education already we are seeing previously yesterday automatic quiz generation tools are there, lesson plan tools are there, then PPT making tools are there. At the instance of giving of a command, the output will be generated. So the task will be simplified for all types of teachers or all types of faculty, not only teachers or faculty, the same time for the students also. The students can really benefit, and the faculty can control the students with automatic grading applications, more insightful analytics about the strong student, weak student, moderate performing student. So like this, the classification will becomes easy and machine takes control over the human beings, and it helps the people or the faculty to understand more about the learning capabilities of the students. Okay, so healthcare, we are going to see lot of diversified diversified implementation of applications which we have not seen earlier. So this type of systems are not there the last 20 years, but from now onwards or in future, we are going to see, just like I told in airport example, for security check-in, the output screen will display only the security, yes or no, to the validated or correct user, authenticated user. But for remaining persons, here advertisements or other data or any other music, other application will be running parallelly. So these applications will influence or impact the entertainment industry. So in the entertainment industry, AI is used for content creation. So already people are used to going to movies. So in movies, whatever that is content is already created, that we are going to see the story or the characters or the climax or the output. But today we are going to see a revolutionary changes in entertainment, where the user is in control of his own movie. He can deviate the story. He can modify the story. Suppose if the actor is killed in the end, he can make the character leave. Okay. The storyline he can modify. The other characters he can modify. The avatars. Whenever the person character changes, avatars, new avatars can be introduced. Everything, everything can be changed according to his requirements. So it is a new set of entertainment applications where the user feels he's a part of that entertainment system or the process. Then human resources. For example, LinkedIn. So today, if you observe, all the biodata according to the experience, knowledge, whatever we give in the biodata or the resume, that is taken as the input. And the machine is trained in the background with all that set of data. And whenever a new employer approaches, the system only delivers the correct biodata according to the requirements of the employer. So like salary band, skill band, qualification band, then role band. Based on the role, the person will get the call from the interview. Okay, so for example, LinkedIn. So LinkedIn will not have any person reading all the biodata, but everything will be performed with AI based agents. So as I told, agents will be working or bots will be working. Okay, so these bots in turn take a decision and they interact with the employers as if a human being interacts with the employer. So that type of complex scenarios, it is able to solve and give a final solution, and it can select and also and prospective employers can meet the prospective employees. The platform is set with the help of this future AI applications. Already they are there, but we are going to see the high level implementation and further logic being added to that existing applications. More and more complexity will be added and more autonomous decisions, then agentic systems. These systems will add at different layers, and finally it will be a stacked application. The stacked application, what I means is multiple layers. Stacked application, it is going to work, and these stacked AI applications will deliver the required solutions to the people. Okay, so broadly I have given for your information all the other areas: finance, manufacturing. Manufacturing, if you observe this automation industry, like engine manufacturing. In engine manufacturing, for example, you take to manufacture an engine, we require more than 1 lakh parts. How that 1 lakh parts are working and how they are integrated and whether the output is properly qualitative or not, in quality control systems, supply chain, and everything. All this automation process is going to be added into the manufacturing domain, and this manufacturing domain gives a better product to the customer. Okay. These are going to be heavily dependent on the AI, heavily dependent on the generative AI. So trending applications. So trending applications already, I told personalized custom experiences. Okay, each and every customer experience will be a different solution to the output of the customer. Supply chain logistics where that correct product is delivered to the correct customer at the correct time. That inventory will be maintained. Supply chain chatbots and virtual assistant in retail and e-commerce. Similarly, in finance and banking, fraud detection and prevention, automated customer support, and algorithmic trading. So today in finance, previously we used to run manual trading before 20 years or before 10 years. Before 10 years, the influence of human beings on the stock price or the stock market is very, very high. But that dependency has been removed. Today, we are having algorithmic trading, where the machine is in control and algorithms have been developed to predict the price of the stock or a single share. Then once that is traded or the program is run, automatically the algorithms take over the process of prediction. Whether the share price or the stock price has to increase, decrease, it is in the control of the total machine, not in the human being. So we are not aware a lot of complexity, natural language processing and large language models will be working in the background to perform the simple prediction of that stock price. So in algorithmic trading is important area of a. So today already the systems are there with more complexity, but in future also this is going to add further complexity, further stack of layers at multiple levels to give a prediction for that stock markets. So in logistics, in supply chain, if you go in detail, we are going to have other set of applications like route optimization, warehouse automation, demand forecasting, automated shipping and delivery, everything. So from optimization to delivery, the decisions will be flown, the workflow of each and every process. What I mean is workflow means process. That process is going to be automated, and these processes will take an automation to the next level of A. Is my slide visible? Democratizing AI development.
Yes, sir.
Hello. So all this, I have given a wide or variety of applications. These different set of AIs finally lead to the democratizing of AI development. So what is meant by democratizing of AI development means the tools will enable non-programmers to build AI applications. So today, if you want to work with ChatGPT, there is no need of learning coding language immediately if you are familiar and expert in English language. So a person who is expert in English language can easily frame the input query in English language, and he can give it to the system. That English language like query will work on the database or on the knowledge network or in the knowledge repository, and it will give the application. Okay. So large language models. So large language models will democratize the AA development. That is one dimension. But here the problem and the disadvantages of large language models is it requires huge set of data for training, and it requires large memory, and it is slower. The training takes a lot of time. Once the training is completed, we can really reap the benefits of the democratization of AI. But today, there is a small set of school of developers where small LLMs, which only perform some specific tasks, they are going to take over. So now there is a conflict between large LLM models, large language models, and small elements or tiny LLMs, tiny large language models. Small LLMs are going to take over some specific set of applications. So that is also another new dimension that is slowly evolving in the field of AI. So we are thinking in terms of LLMs only, but small LLMs are going to also have a large impact or influence in the coming 2 years. New set of applications are going to come with less memory and specific application and more advantages application, less training, and specific output it will generate. Small LLMs. So small LLMs is also a future of AI. Both are two faces of the coin. So whatever advantages of LLMs are there, they are disadvantages of small LLMs. Whatever small LLMs advantages are there, they are disadvantages of the large LLMs. So that means the democratization is going in two different directions. Okay, small LLMs are going to take over, and the developers are going to do a lot of research and build new applications with small LLMs. Okay. So that is what we mean by democratization. So in democratization, AI only will be handling all these issues, problems, and provide solutions for the benefit of the society, and it will make life easier. Okay, the people can interact with machines other than at the coding level. Non-programmers also, novice users also can really benefit from AI. That is what we mean to say by means of democratization. So finally, I want to give a overview of what are all the content I am discussing for the last 60 minutes. We want to make our data analysis or the applications easier, faster, and smarter with AI. For example, whenever we are generating a formula in Excel, previously we used to have that memory to remember that formula, or the syntax or the semantics or the output of the formula or the expression. But today we don't require anything. Simply we go in directly, depending on the requirement, we can have that formula really coming into our computation. We can include in our computation automatically, or with the help of our question and answer mechanism. That formula will be automatically computing the input and will be generating the solution. So smarter with the AI. So smarter AI will make the working with the data or with the processing or with the entire part of computation very easy. So but what happens when we don't use these tools? Lot of burden will be falling on that user to learn all the techniques, all the methods, all the processes by himself, and then only he can interact with that software. So now in future we are going to see the line getting thinner between a knowledgeable programmer and a non-knowledgeable programmer. So that line is going to be slowly erased. Now any person can work with an AA machine or a AA system or an AA application. No need. But the only thing is he should understand the English language and what input he wants or he is taking to the problem and what output he wants. Specifically the target of output, if he is aware, immediately the machine will see the process and also the input, and exactly matching output will be generated as solution to his problem. That is what is called smarter A. So these are all the things which we have already discussed. Okay. Medical robots, electronic health records. For example, if you see the electronic health records, HL7 standards are there. So those HL11 standards are going to be a part of AA applications. Clinical trials, for example, for pharmaceutical industries, the combination of pharmacology medicines can be new pharmacological combinations can be tried or simulated at the machine level, and once that they are tested, then automatically we can test in the real world. This type of capabilities are not available previously, but in a limited area. But now we are going to extend the capabilities of the machine to the new horizons of new files where the previously unknown drugs, the unknown medicine can be easily designed or developed or can be given to the patients. So that is the highlight of this AI. Whatever that is being created that is not present earlier, new set of things we are going to generate with the help of this simulations. Okay. So personalized medicine already I told, medical image diagnosis, outbreak prediction in COVID-19. So there is a lot of COVID outbreak. In future, if it occurs again, then we can predict what are the chances, probability, all these things more accurately and precisely we can predict with the help of this AI tools. At least we can going to have that idea or the output in front of us so that we will be ready to take proper necessary steps to overcome it. So that is how these are going to work. So the workforce of the future. So at present only we are seeing workforce, a lot of skilled workforce are going to replace. Previously, we are going to have that smart workforce. Smart workforce means where the people are smart and the applications are smart, and we are going to do more work in less time by automation. So routine tasks will be slowly taken by the machines, and whatever tasks that are there, the people are going to perform or execute smart work. Okay, knowledgeable work. So previously 20 years back we require knowledge worker, but today we require smart worker. So there is a lot of difference between knowledge worker and smart worker. Knowledge worker should have the knowledge, background, skills, and he should have academically trained, tested, everything he should possess by his own himself. But today, smart worker doesn't require anything. Only thing is, if he is given the proper scenario of technology, then automatically he is able to work with all these resources at his disposable requirements, and he can become a smart worker. So if you see that the growth for the last 100 years, in 1920s, we have seen the industrial worker or skilled and non-skilled, the separation of the workforce into two categories like skilled and unskilled. Slowly that industrial worker has become knowledge worker from 1980s. From 1980s to 2020s, we have seen the phase of knowledge worker. Before 1980, from 1940 to 1980, industrial worker. Automation is more in the mass production. They are called industrial workers. So in the workers category only, we are seeing three classes of workers or three classes of people. The resources are different. The skills are different. So that is what I want to stress. Today, we require more smart workers, where the skill is more important. The challenges are more, and the technology involvement is also more in case of smart work. Whenever we speak of advantages, the other side also we have to speak. The jobs created versus jobs destroyed by AI. If you see that slide, technology creates more jobs than it destroys over time, mainly outside the industry itself. So when computers are developed, most of the people thought that jobs will be destroyed. But the computers requires more skilled persons like software professionals, software designers, software architects, so software developers, testers, maintainers. So the class of software development has developed a new set of skills, and new jobs have been created rather than destroying the jobs. Similarly, the same thing happens with artificial intelligence also. The artificial intelligence domain requires more people, more different set of people like AI architect, AI skilled professional, AI designer, AI architect. So everything will be based on AI, and the skill set is different. The requirements are different. So all these things will have more number of jobs being created rather than being destroyed. So we will not lose jobs, but new jobs will be created with more capabilities and more skills. We should be ready to take over the challenge and work with that new set of systems. That is what the future is going to happen. As I told, smart workforce is going to be built over a period of time. The next phase of 10 years, we are going to see smart workers in the workplace. The workplace. Okay, so if you observe the graph, the pie chart, direct, indirect, enabled. So AI enabled technologies are going to contribute to other domains, cross domains. 2009-04 jobs are created. The utilizers have increased rapidly. 12,176 utilizers of AI-based technologies have been created. Direct employees are 151, indirect 524. So whenever 3,508 jobs are destroyed, indirectly 19,263 jobs are created. See the opposite. The hypothesis, initially what we started with the hypothesis, AI will make people to lose jobs. That hypothesis has to be corrected because new jobs are created. Approximately 19,263 new jobs are created with new skill sets. That is what we are going to see in the near future. So people should be ready and also should be trained, and people should adopt AI as a part of our daily life. So that is what I want to share with you. The important point that jobs will be created rather than jobs being destroyed. So responsible AI, more concerns, as I told, decision making capabilities will be more. But the key issues are bias. Machine is always prone to bias because of the input data being erroneous or mistrained, or the data may be having some other data values where the data is not correct. So that responsible AI is important part of the future AI. More transparency, all these things will be governed, and we are going to see all the guidelines being framed, collaborative governance, everything is going to be coming into the boundaries of the responsible AI development. So at this point, I want to stop. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Thank you very much for your insight on the future of AI. Dear participants, are you having any queries? Ask Dr. Srinagesh sir.
So any queries from the participants? Because the dimensions and the variations of AI I have presented. What are all the dimensions and the variations? So for the last 3 days, you are studying only a few set of AIs, but the dimension of artificial intelligence is very vast, and it is diversified, and a lot of variations are going to see in our near future. These variations we can't imagine. That is what I want to highlight through my presentation. So if you have any questions, you can ask me in the chat. So please, if all the people, if you want any question or clarification, you are welcome.
I request participants ask any queries regarding the future of AI.
Any questions?
Nobody any questions? Okay, sir. We'll wind off this session and continue tomorrow. So tomorrow we are having the sessions of LLM and Introduction to GenAI. So taken by Dr. Srinagesh sir, and after that fine tuning data sets and techniques by Sri Prabhakar sir. And after that there is another session. So tomorrow you are having 3 sessions. Another session at 5 o'clock by prompt engineering and fine tuning by Aruna Kolluru from USA. So I request all the participants to attend these 3 sessions tomorrow. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your insights regarding the features of AI.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I thank all the participants. Thank you very much.
Sir, you can leave, sir. Tomorrow you will be
Okay.
joining by 1:55.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.